welcome back to my channel. So today I am giving you guys a tutorial on my eyebrows. So if you guys want to see how I achieve these flawless brows, make sure to just continue watching this video. I am going to be telling you guys the products I do use to do my brows. So my first step to doing my brows is actually taking my brow conditioning primer, and this is actually from Benefit Cosmetics. You basically brush it on all over your brows, and I feel like it makes your hair stick all together, like you don't end up having like little crazy hairs flying everywhere, almost like an eyebrow gel. It doesn't make your eyebrows all hard. I feel like it just keeps it in place. That way when you go start filling in your brows, like it just makes it an easier canvas, I would say. And then once I actually have that done, it is wet when you first apply it since it is like a gel texture. I will then take my Precisely My Brow, is it Precisely? Yeah, Precisely My Brow pencil. I still use the shade 4. It still gives the illusion of giving you like the darker eyebrows. This has more like a brown color. I do start off by doing the left side and then I move over to my right. What I do to my left, I do to my right. I do start off by making a line. Sorry guys, it's kind of hard for me to talk while I'm actually doing it. And don't worry if it's not neat or anything, because concealer will clean it up. We will literally carve out our brows right now. I basically start off from making a line at the bottom from the tip all the way to the end, and basically just following your brow shape. I really do not have thick hair, so I do have like bald spots in my brows. I still follow the shape, so what I do here, I'm gonna do here. So once I created those bottom lines, I'm going to go ahead and move to the top and basically create another line following the shape of my brow. Instead of me going all the way from the tip, I'm going to kind of start like at the beginning of my arch. So not all the way from the front, guys. I promise you will look crazy in the beginning, but it'll look less harsh as we tend to carve it out and then kind of blend your brows out. So what you do here, you're gonna do to the other side, and you're gonna start like at the beginning of the arch and then follow it all the way through. I've been actually using these products for honestly like a good 2-3 years, and ever since I used it, look how crazy it looked, but ever since I used it, guys, I've been stuck to these products. Like anytime I try anything else, like it's good to experiment with other products, but this is always my go-to product. Now that we have basically our outline of our brows, we're gonna start right here in the front. And you know how I didn't have you do the line starting all the way from the tip? The reason why is because I do make straight lines going upward. Remember guys, it's okay to not be perfect because we will clean everything up with concealer. So now that we have that going, like those little lines, now we're gonna go in and just fill everything in, just kind of going outward, basically doing lines to fill in. Normally my brows take me quite a while to do. At the end of the Precisely My Brow pencil, there's a spoolie. So what I like to do is just blend it out. You will see this start to lighten up your brows. Once I brush it out, I will fill in the parts where I feel looks a little bald. For the girls that literally have thick eyebrows, I'm jelly of you guys. I am not done blending out my brows, but what I do next is I actually lay out concealer at the bottom and at the top to basically give my brows a more defined look, make it look more crisp and cleaner. So the little brushes that I do go in are the e.l.f. brushes. These are identical brushes right here. I really like it because it is really, really little and it gets in there pretty good and defines your eyebrows really good. I do use two brushes just because I go in with two different concealer colors. So for the bottom of my brows, I'm going to go ahead and take my MAC NC20, which looks like this, and I'm going to take one of my e.l.f. brushes, put some product onto the brush, and this is actually the shade I will do to basically carve out the bottom of my brow. I basically start at the tip and then work my way all the way out. Just follow your guys' eyebrow shape. And this is where I feel it takes me the longest, because I do try to take my time with it. That way I can shape my brows pretty identical. I know they say that brows are not supposed to be twins, they're supposed to be sisters. I do try to make my brows pretty identical. So I do stretch out the concealer all the way to the middle, and then I'll work my way out. So now I'm gonna do the same thing, get some product, and then do it to the other side. And I make it meet in the middle, and then I'll work my way out. Now for the top, guys, I'm going to be taking the exact same concealer, just a different shade. For the top, I do use NC35. It looks like this. It's actually just a darker shade that matches more my face color. That way when I lay out my foundation, my skin up here, when I carve out the top of my brows, doesn't look too bright. Because you know how there's people that do tend to go with the lighter shade concealer, what they use usually in their brow bone. They'll use it up here and it just looks super white. Well, I try to have it to where it matches my skin, so I avoid that lighter shade right above my brows. So I'm going to take another e.l.f. brush and dab it into the product. I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did to the bottom, but to the top. So now that we laid out our concealer top and bottom, I'm gonna go back with the spoolie part of the Precisely My Brow pencil. I'm gonna go in with a light hand and blend out the front of the brow. That way it doesn't look so harsh. Kind of like almost like an ombre effect, to where it doesn't look so harsh, but it like blends out evenly. See the difference from this side to this side? So now we're gonna go ahead and do it on the other side. So now that we have that blended out, if you feel like you still have little bald spots, then go ahead and fill it in. I don't have the fuller look of brows. I've seriously tried growing out my brows so much, but it's just the way my hair is. I don't grow thick hair. So at this time is when I'll go and fill in little areas where I feel look a little bald. I feel like this is always why it takes so long, because I'm always having to go in and then blend it out, fill it in, blend it out. So once you already carved out your brows to where you feel like you're okay with it, which I achieve now, I'm gonna go ahead and just take a brush like this. I don't even remember the name of this one, but it's basically a blending brush that was a little bit tapered at the tip. So I basically just use it to blend out my concealer. So I will go in now and just blend out all that concealer we just laid out. Makeup is just all about the blend, guys. Blend, blend, blend. So I'm not gonna touch the middle just yet. I'm gonna just blend out all the bottom concealer, and then I'm gonna go to the top. That's why I say for the top, I do tend to go with a color that is literally the shade of my skin. to avoid having highlighted top brows. So once I come to the front, guys, I'm gonna just take that bottom concealer and kind of blend it downward and then towards the inside of my brow, and then do the same downward and then towards the inside. So I'm gonna kind of do the same for the top, and on this side kind of blend it inward, because I do tend to extend my brow towards the middle, kind of making it look like you have a unibrow, just so I can blend it out here at the front, and then do the same for the other side. And the key to this is to literally go in with a light stroke, a light hand. So I basically achieved my everyday brows. So at this time you are able to use a brow gel, which I personally use the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. I normally don't do this step until I finalize my whole makeup, because once I do my foundation, my concealer, the setting powder, my eyebrows tend to kind of fade off, which I will probably need to like brush them out. The brow gel does make your hair stay put, so it kind of hardens it in a way, but not like too hard, if that makes sense. But I'm gonna go ahead and do my face, and then I will come back and show you guys how I do apply my brow gel. So I went ahead and finished off my look, so I do want to get on here and show you guys real quick how I top off my brows. So I went ahead and brushed out my brows to make sure that I had no more like translucent powder. What I do is I do take my 24-hour brow setter by Benefit Cosmetics, and I just basically just brush my eyebrow hairs to the way my eyebrow is actually formed. And it is a clear gel, so it basically just dries up the shade your eyebrow colors are. And that is it, guys. That basically just tops off your look, keeps your brows in place. But I do hope that you guys did enjoy this eyebrow tutorial. Please let me know what other tutorial makeup looks you guys want to see on my channel. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. And if you're not already following me on all social medias, make sure to do so. My handles are listed down below. And before I do completely end today's video, my post notification shout out goes to Maricela Jaramillo. So shout out to you, girl. And if you guys do want a future post notification shout out, all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, have your post notifications on, hit that little bell, and comment down below showing some love. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video.